Yo. Hello, and welcome to the 5th episode of BCHEF. Now, I didn't have a lot of time for my last episode, so it was a little bit low energy, a little bit boring. I'm hoping that, this episode can be a little bit different. Today, we are venturing into the world of baking. I would say it's a world that I'm not that familiar with, so I thought, what better way to be introduced to something than with a little help from your friends? So, this is my friend from Mexico. This is my friend from Russia. This is my friend from the Netherlands, and this is my friend from Barbados. Now it has been a while, so I think we'll just start off slow. Ugh. Maybe a little help from a Russian now. Ugh. Who wants to help out? Netherlands or Barbados? Let's go Barbados. Give me a bit of pirate vibes. Yarr. Oh, I completely forgot I fucking had a chaser. What am I doing though? I guess we're just going in fucking hard. No chaser, huh? So as I said, today we're doing baking. And we're starting with a dessert that maybe everyone is kind of familiar with. It's the chocolate lava cake. This recipe calls for some unsalted butter, some semi-sweet chocolate, 60 cocoa at least, 2 eggs, 2 egg yolks, 1/4 cup of sugar. What's this cup bullshit? Like, this is some real NA measurements. Just use the metric system like everyone else. Jesus fuck. We need some salt. We need some all-purpose flour. Like, I've got some nice 00 Tipo Italian flour. Good for pasta and... I mean, I'm hoping cakes as well, but... What the fuck? What do I know? We need some ice cream. Now, the recipe calls for vanilla ice cream, but I feel like vanilla ice cream is kind of boring. Like, the ice cream I want it's supposed to give me diabetes. So, I'm going to use Ben & Jerry's cookie dough on top of my lava cake. And then we need some powdered sugar. I have all these things, so let's just follow the instructions from, top to bottom. Let's figure out this whole caking business. Yeah? So, we need to butter and lightly flour some ramekins or a muffin tin. Now, I do have this, so let's go grab it. Okay, so I've got this sort of muffin tin. I've got my Tipo 00 flour, and I've got some butter here. So it's telling me that I'm supposed to lightly butter and flour some of the ramekins. I can already tell this is going to be messy. Okay. Let's get the butter here. Is there some sort of like little trick where I can take this stick, just grab it like this? Oh yeah, look at that. This is science right here. Butter up. We'll just butter it up and figure it out as we go. Alright, so I've got the butter stuff out of the way. Just put you to the side right now. Then we need to lightly flour. Get rid of any excess. Okay, so we get a flour here. Lightly flour the ramekins. And then it says, drizzle any excess flour out of the tin. So I guess we're just doing it kind of like this. Good. Set the ramekins on a baking sheet. Okay, so maybe we can get rid of the ramekin. Right now it says we're supposed to go into the kitchen, and in a double boiler, we need to melt the butter and the chocolate. Now, this is sort of the same concept as the carbonara, if you remember, where we simply just take a heated water source, and the steam is going to be our cooking source for the stuff in the bowl. So once we get into the kitchen, we're going to do that. But just so everyone's aware, we need some chocolate for this. And this recipe calls for at least 60% cocoa, which is, I guess, some fancy chocolate, I don't know, term. And I guess we go melt the butter with the chocolate. But I'm supposed to mix some, like, egg and sugar as well. Am I supposed to do it at the same time? Oh god. Okay, so we're in the kitchen now. This is my 60% chocolate stuff. We're gonna figure out how much we're gonna need. I've got my eggs, I've got my big bowl, and we've got our pot here. So let's go grab some water in the pot. Let's set this on. Let's get this on a simmer. We're also supposed to preheat our oven to, I have Celsius, so we're gonna go 230 degrees. If you're NA, let me go check for you. NA recipe calls for 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Get the butter in the bowl. Boom. Let's get our chocolate. I think we're supposed to use 2 of these, but I mean, we'll just kind of figure it out, I guess. Maybe I'll just like tear it into pieces. Hopefully it'll melt. Maybe just like rough. I don't know. What the fuck am I doing, bro? Hey, Gagdila, cheers, brother. Hey. Okay, so I think the water's starting to steam. So we'll just get our chocolate and butter mixture, and we'll set it, and we'll just sort of see how it goes, I guess. Okay, so the good news is that the chocolate is melting. The bad news is I have no idea what the rate of melting is supposed to be. We're doing it by feeling and by eye. I mean, it smells pretty damn good. I mean, that looks, look at this. I mean, that looks like it's starting to melt. I think this is a great success already. We're doing it. Okay, it's starting to become quite uniform at this point. I can't really feel any lumps now. Are we good? Are we chilling? I think maybe we're chilling now. I mean, I think that looks pretty fucking good. I mean, look at that. God damn. I think we've got some uniform melted chocolate right here. Okay, I'm gonna take this off the heat. And I guess we're putting this aside. I'm sort of hoping that this isn't going to suddenly set and become hard again. Alright, so we are back in the living room. We have made our chocolate. We have our muffin tin thing going on here. Now we need to make our egg and flour mixture thingy. Now, the recipe calls for 2 whole eggs and then 2 egg yolks. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off my expensive 24 karat gold jewelry here. And I'm going to get, actually I can just use this bowl, I think, kind of. So we'll get our 4 eggs here. We'll crack 2 eggs in the big bowl, and then we'll separate 2 yolks in the smaller bowl, yeah? Sounds good? Let's get it cracking. Boom. 1 whole egg. 2nd egg. Yeah. Boom. 2nd egg is good to go. Now, we need to separate 2 yolks. So what I am going to do is, I'm going to take this smaller bowl, and I'm going to crack the egg sort of like this, and then I'm gonna put it in my hand. And when the yolk is in my hand, we'll just kind of let the white sort of separate on its own, huh? There's a little fancy trick for you amateur cooks out there, you know? Just sort of get the egg in between your fingers, and you can let the yolk sort of run out beneath them. Yeah? Very good, very good. Same procedure. We're gonna crack. Oh no. Look, boom. A perfect yolk right there. Wee. Okay. Got our egg yolks here. Now we've got a bowl. Now I think in reality, when you add the sugar to this bowl of eggs, you should use like a mixer of some sort. But since I'm a powerful Viking, I'm just gonna go ahead. Wait, how much sugar do I need? It says I need 1/4 cup of sugar. I don't know what that looks like, so I'm just gonna go by eye, I guess. Is that 1/4 cup? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's see how it goes. And now we're going to whisk. And we're going to whisk until it has sort of doubled in size, maybe even tripled in size. Now, maybe I'm a bit of a dumbass for trying to do it with my goddamn hands instead of just using a mixer. But desperate times, desperate measures. Oh my god. Now you really want to punch air into the mixture. So just sort of fuck. So just sort of keep going, I guess. My arm. Oh. Okay, we have successfully cheated a bit and used an electronical mixer because there's a reason they were invented, and there's no reason why you would do it by hand anymore. Now we need to add our whole chocolate mixture thingy to this thing. Then we need to add a little bit of flour. And then once we're done, we're gonna add the whole mixture into these muffin tins, and then we're gonna bake them for like 9-10 minutes. So I've got this little cake thingy here. We're just gonna. I mean, I guess we'll just go ahead and add our chocolate. Yeah, look at that, fucking professional baker over here. Let's get this thing out here. What an amazing journey. This is good enough. Okay. I don't like this. This just looks wrong. Did I use too much? I guess once we mix it, it's gonna look more like a chocolate. Okay, it looks kind of, okay, it actually starts to look, it's starting to look good. So, let's mix it in. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, so it's starting to become really thick now. Like now it looks like a cake batter almost. So I guess like we have to be doing something right, I assume. We're gonna grab my Tipo 00. Where's my? Oh, it says 2 tablespoons. Now this isn't a tablespoon, so I think we're gonna add like, I guess, 4 of these. Now you're supposed to sort of just fold the flour in, if you catch my drift. So we're going to fold and keep folding. Now once you have sort of folded the flour, so as you can see, like there's maybe a little bit of like flour residue left, but it's I think it's starting to look pretty damn good. Let's get our muffin tin here. We're going to grab a safety net so we don't spill everywhere. I think we are supposed to fill these muffin tin ramekins up to like half of what, you know, they can hold. So I'm assuming like that. I think that looks not bad. Now that we have done all this, I think it's time to go bake. Yeah, let's go bake. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly disconnect the mic from the camera, and we will go. I'm going to put these in the oven for 9 to 10 minutes, and then we'll come back here and we'll just see how it looks. Yeah, sounds good. Let's go. Okay, we have our baked chocolate lava cakes. Now some of them look a little bit burnt. I had them in for 9 to 10 minutes. So I think what we're gonna do is I let them rest for a little bit. We're gonna flip them over to this baking tray, and we'll sort of see how it goes. And if they just fall out, like it sounds like they did, then maybe we're chilling. Now one of them didn't, but a lot of them did. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna find a nice looking one, and then we're gonna plate, we're gonna garnish, and then we're gonna cut into it, and we'll see if it's got a molten center. And I really hope it does. But since I am a very not experienced baker, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that it's gonna be trash. Like, right? Lower your expectations and you will never be disappointed. It's just that simple. So we're gonna grab this one. I think this one looks kind of good. This one looks kind of, that looks kind of nice, right? Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some powdered sugar and we're just gonna drizzle it over it. And then we're gonna grab, actually no, you know what we're gonna grab first? We're gonna grab our ice cream. So hold on. Okay, now this is my Ben & Jerry's cookie dough ice cream. Now I put it in the refrigerator for a little bit because I thought it was gonna be too frozen to sort of form and like, and put onto my cake here. But I'm sure it's been, you know, it's been too long in the fridge. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little dollop here. We're just gonna put it on top like this. Then we're going to take our powdered sugar, and we're just gonna sort of. Now you could take a sieve. I would recommend taking a sieve because this is kind of like lumpy. But right now I'm too lazy, and I just want to like sort of dig into this thing. So we're just gonna drizzle a little bit on top like this. Now that looks kind of terrible, and it's like everywhere on me as well. But it's about the experience, okay? So if you don't care about all this like plating, sort of fancy stuff, then you know what? Don't worry about it. Do whatever you want. And then for the very last, like sort of, if you're really fancy, you take a bit of the chocolate and you take like a grater and you do the same as what you would do like Parmesan cheese above a dish. You just sort of take the chocolate and you sort of grate it. You grate it on top like that, right? Look at that. Now, the most important thing about a chocolate lava cake is it's the molten center. It's supposed to be like, it's supposed to be fluid and nice in the middle. And I don't trust myself that I've done it, but we're gonna check. So we cut into the middle of it, and there's no molten center. Okay, but it is sort of like, I mean, I guess it's cooked. And it does taste nice, but there's no molten center. I don't know what exactly I got wrong, but even though I got it wrong, I think this was a nice experience. I definitely want to do this sort of stuff more in the future. Like, I think instead of just doing like dish after dish every week of like dishes I like, I think it's very important that we also learn stuff. Sort of like, I also want to learn other stuff. I think a lot of it is like, I wanted to learn baking. I want to learn how to like make my own pasta at some point as well. This was, I mean, it was a fun experience, but it wasn't like a success, unfortunately. But next week, don't know what we're doing. We're gonna figure it out, but we'll see how it goes next time. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this. I certainly did. Even though it wasn't a success, I definitely had fun. So if you do want to see more, you know, please subscribe to the channel. You know, like the video if you want. Yeah. And then I'll see you next time. Peace out, motherfuckers.